Hi, I'm Stephen Brandon, and I'm going to tell y'all about my career path. We don't always know what life has in store for us. I currently live with my wife, my dog, and a whole bunch of kids. My family's always been at the heart of any choices I make, and that's no different with my current change in careers. I wanted to make something, and since games are a big part of my family, I decided to go into game development. Defining my goal was easy. I wanted to become an indie game developer. My proficiency in communication, programming, design, and art were close in scores based on the skill assessment. It also came as no surprise that my lowest scores were in design and art. So the tasks I need to get to my goal are identify needed areas for improvement, to practice, create a beta game, acquire funding, and then launch a game. The first task is to identify areas that needed improvement. There are several areas I could work on to develop a game, but the most immediate skills I identified needing work are in programming, art, and social media. I have some programming experience in Java and Visual Basic, but I want to learn C Sharp, C++, and JavaScript to make games using Unity or Unreal engines. I've always considered myself a mediocre artist and really need to improve on my 2D and my 3D skills. Social media is what I consider my weakest area. Honestly, I just don't use it. And in order to get a game published, you need to be able to tell people about it. So I need to create a personal website and work on what I want my brand to be. The next task is practice. Practice, 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 and more practice. Programming and art are perishable skills that if you don't practice those skills will diminish. Or worse, especially with programming, you will forget a lot of what you know. Task is to create a beta game using skills I've learned through courses or on my own. It is important to me to create my own game art assets and code for the game. I then need to build another website, one specifically for the game itself. Hopefully a dedicated website will serve as a central hub for beta testers and any issues that they find. Hopefully the website will also increase the visibility, but I need to start posting in development sites like gamedev.net and Congregate. Though I would be providing the labor for the game, there are still costs associated with advertising a game. In order to acquire funding, I will start a Kickstarter campaign. This also means posting even more on social media accounts and development sites about the game and leading them back to my Kickstarter page. The last task is to actually complete the game and launch it. After launch, I need to start collecting feedback from players, make any corrections, and when that finally slows down, then I can start on my next project. So I talked with my advisor, well, not that advisor, but anyways, I talked with my advisor. She and I had spoken a few times, and she was able to schedule me for all but the last 2 semesters. The conversation went something like this. Thanks to my advisor, I was able to get scheduled for almost all my classes. This is a list of my scheduled courses to complete my MFA in game development. This is a list of my unscheduled courses. The items that are left, which are in semesters 5 and 6, consist of my directed study courses and the pipeline process for thesis, which that class must be taken in the final semester. Since my career track is in game design, my core classes will give me exposure to support my needed areas of improvement in programming and art. My advisor gave me a list of electives, and I chose 3D modeling and animation and social media marketing for entertainment, specifically since my areas for needed improvement consisted of art and social media. Once I finish my classes at AAU, start making a game, get funding, and launch the game, I will then be able to call myself an indie game developer. And once I've achieved that goal, I can keep practicing making games, maybe find a quiet place to sit and wait and see what life throws at me next. Thank you for your time.